Around 13,787,000,000 years ago you were created. You must be wondering. Yes. This is because everything was created during the Big Bang, including you. Well, maybe not you, but all the molecules making you were created 13 billion years ago. How? The Big Bang. Today, I'm going to explain the first 10 seconds of the Big Bang. These was probably the most influential thing that has ever happened. More things happened in the first 10 seconds than anything you've done in your life. It all starts with a big, hard, juicy bang. What caused the Big Bang? Scientists are still figuring that out, but that's a speculation for another video. The first one raised to -40 seconds were called the Planck Epoch. The temperatures during this era were so hot that all fundamental forces of nature were 1/4. This era was named after the physicist Max Planck. This time is considered the smallest possible interval of time. Very little was known about what happened at this point in time. After 10 raised to -37 seconds, the universe started to cool down. This is when gravity became its own fundamental force. Now, due to gravity, particles could interact with one another. No elementary particles existed at this time. All that existed were gluons and photons.
What the fuck?
If I were to associate these photons with an animal, it would be a chihuahua. On crack. These photons couldn't sit still and kept colliding with each other. These constant collisions created quarks and anti-quarks. This meant that every quark and anti-quark annihilated each other. These annihilations gave birth to new photons, which resulted in an endless cycle of collisions and quarks. But something happened. At this point in time, the universe was the mere size of a DNA strand. Later epoch. And suddenly it decided to expand 20 times the size of our solar system. If you're wondering what caused the inflation, we don't know. It could be the separation of the electroweak force or the simulation getting bored of waiting. 10 raised to -12 seconds later, all the forces are present and all fundamental particles are created. It is still too hot for atoms to form, it's just quarks and gluons floating around. A universe was suddenly colder than the shoulder your ex gave you. It was now cool enough for protons and neutrons to be created. Here, matter and antimatter was created. Antimatter and matter were expected to annihilate each other and leave nothing. But, due to a miracle, the ratios of the two were 1,000,000 and 1 to 1,000,000. This left behind matter to form you. The next 9 seconds were called the Lepton epoch. This was basically a party of matter interacting not so harmoniously with each other. And those were the first 10 seconds of the universe. See you next week, you sacks of carbon matter waiting to ingest food. Goodbye.